I did click it. Now we are live.
Yes, good afternoon, everyone.
Look at you, lady. What are you wearing?
Yes, trying to be Chinese New Year's Eve.
Oh no, so pretty much. Is it a dress?
It's a skirt. Yeah, skirt.
Oh, so the top is like a blouse, the bottom with shorts.
Yes, yeah.
Ah. So, can you tell us what we are doing today?
Yes, welcome to the channel again, Voices of Courage Asia. So we are here to inspire, to empower, to share life stories and experiences, strategies and tips. Yeah, so that we can empower you to live a life of courage and significance. So
Yeah.
to those who are new with us, my name is Lillian, and together with me is Anita, my partner. Yeah, with Class Living, which is a social enterprise, and Women of Courage Asia, our community, where we meet every month, last Tuesday of the month. Yeah, it's a monthly empowerment meeting where women come together from different backgrounds, sharing our expertise, our life stories of courage, and we do our reflection, we get ourselves moving, creating a safe environment for your personal growth and development. So, yeah, do join us, right, in our community. But for this channel, we want to be focusing on, strategies and tips, practical tips and strategies, based on the Courage Blueprint, which is a framework I developed for coaching and mentoring. Right, we look into 9 domains of your life, 7 critical core values, and of course the 3 steps, the 3 A's. The 3 attributes to embark on this journey. Right, so we have been talking about that for the past episode, and we are moving into the new series called Communicate with Love. Yeah, Tuesday. Tuesday we talk about using the acrostic LOVE, right? LOVE to
the L is listen to your heart.
Yeah. Okay, you want to review that? Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Listen to your heart. O is
listen with your heart.
Listen with your heart, not listen to your heart. Okay, it's wrong song. Okay, and then O is your turn.
I thought you were going to do the review.
No, V is visualize.
Observe your body language. Observe, make observations of your body language, right?
And then V is visualize. Visualize. Where your past came from, and visualize the future. Okay, and then
you visit your past, you visualize the future, and you venture out.
And you venture out. And E is
embrace with empathy.
Yes, embrace with empathy. So that was love. And this week, we realized, we were talking and we were saying that the love acronym is an action word. And now to move on to the action word, we have another action word to communicate with love is TAX. TEXT.
Yes, we are women of action, right? Women of courage are women who take action. So lots of action word.
Talking about text, I don't think I've gone by a day without texting.
Yeah, we are bombarded with text messages every day. I'm literally drowned into this ocean of text. Yeah, it's really bad.
It's got to a point where sometimes, to be very honest, even on our day off, if I hear the ping, right? So I got to be very, very creative, because it's ping means work, right? So only certain chats I allow the ping. The rest is all muted, because it gets too much. It gets too much. And I think very much also when it comes to love, sometimes it gets too much or not enough. Okay, so let's go to our first T in text, right? Which is think before you act.
Yes, because we live in such a fast-paced society right now, right? Because of technology is ever changing, constantly upgrading. How many of us could actually catch up, really keep up with that? I can't, right? And like you mentioned, it's a great invention. Technology right? So all this great invention, I'm thankful for people who come up with this great invention. But does it really help us to connect? Of course, with proper use and discipline and all that, we want to make sure that it helps us to connect better and not construct walls and misunderstandings, in our
Yeah, it's
relationship,
true. It is
right?
true that there are times because of, I mean, it's a wonderful invention. It's a
Yes.
wonderful invention, but it's sometimes I feel it's like a double-edged sword. We hide behind it. We flip out the phone and, sometimes we have cold wars, right? With our spouse or even our children, not so much a cold war, but our children, I mean, our teenagers who flip up the phone and sometimes it's such a barrier when you want to talk to them and you see them like,
Mm.
so it is a double-edged sword. It's a good tool, but anything too good, when in the wrong hands or misused, then it's not so good. Yeah.
Yeah, and because we are moving in such a fast-paced environment, right? Everything
Yeah.
is fast, fast, fast. Do. And sometimes we text and our thoughts may be going faster than our fingers, or our fingers going faster, or whichever. And then we click send, and oops.
Oh, but we are thankful. We are thankful. WhatsApp allow 3 seconds, and then you can quickly delete the message. But especially, but in a group chat, right? Somebody can read it faster than us, and it's like,
Like, some people are very fast with their fingers. They can text with one finger. Even my girl, she can text with one finger, one hand, one finger, or two finger. I don't know. I see her doing that. It's like choo, 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 choo. Yeah, but yeah, too fast. So that's why sometimes we really want to. So the reminder for all of us here is think before we act, right? Yeah,
yes,
not be too quick to reply. Yeah, but yeah, and don't think until you forgot to reply lah. Like myself, I miss a lot of messages. Yeah,
yes,
and sometimes even didn't realize it because everything is moving so fast, right? And sometimes you are just scrolling, and then you may have seen it, then you may be trying to reply, and then you got distracted in the midst of something, and then you just continue with that thing, and then you
and then
forgot
the
to come
last
back to
one
it.
is
Yeah,
forgotten.
and the worst thing is you thought you have replied because in your mind you have replied because you thought about the reply, right? So,
Yeah.
but in actual physically, you have not actually clicked that send button.
No, no, that's why like I refuse. I mean, it's training when we're talking about texting. It's training that when I'm on the move, when
Mm.
I'm on the move, I don't reply to text or I try not to open
Yeah, I think that is something that we want to
because
be train
I
ourselves up,
you
right?
have to treat because I realized that we don't have to reply within 5 seconds. Like yesterday, right? My daughter sent me a text to pick her up. I read it, then I told myself, I'm busy doing something, I'll reply later, right?
Mm.
Within 10 seconds, she texts her sibling who's sitting next to me. Vidya text, can you please reply? Telling her what time you're going to pick her up. I'm like, I just read it.
Yeah, sometimes, yeah, my daughter also. Are you there? Yeah, and the worst part is with my husband. I used to get this a lot from him. It's like, because there are so many messages, so many things to
Yeah.
attend to, right? I know this may sound like an excuse and all that, but this is actually what's happening. And then by the time I come to his message and I reply, and then he said game over already lah. Then game over liao.
Game over. It was a game.
I mean, this is just
Yeah,
his way of joking. It's like,
yeah, I
yeah,
know.
or being sarcastic.
I don't know. Yeah.
Or the sun set already.
But coming back to this about, think before you act. It
Mm.
applies to a lot of areas in our life. Even
Yeah, not just about.
yeah, not just about texting. It's not about texting. Actually, I know we'd be diverted, but it's about your actions. There are times that there was always a good advice when you're very emotional.
Mm.
Don't reply.
Mm.
Don't say anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, because words said cannot be taken back. Yeah.
Yeah, some words are words are very powerful, and the
Yes.
choice of words that we use can once it goes out,
Yeah.
it's out. Yeah. So
Yeah.
it can build or it can tear down.
Yep.
It can heal or it can hurt. Yeah.
Yep. And
Yeah.
hence, that's why we go to our next E, which is evaluate and examine.
Yeah.
I mean, it really helps again, to think before you act. And that thinking process is when you have to evaluate and examine before you act. So I
Yeah.
feel that the T and the E is actually concurrent, which actually saves you from being embarrassed, saves you from embarrassing yourself. Because it's true, like blah, you blah already. Oops, So sometimes it's okay to keep quiet, and while you're processing, you know,
Mm.
it's okay to keep quiet, or sometimes it's okay to say, "Can I get back to you?" But I don't know. I'm always very, very. I don't like when people assume, like saying, sometimes like I tend to keep quiet because I don't know what to say, right? Or I'm evaluating. Someone was saying that, no, I can see you're upset. That's why you're quiet. Oh, you're assuming I'm upset, you
Yeah.
know?
So the person might just be zoning off, like
Yeah,
into this screensaver mode.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Because
And
the person is so unique. We are so unique with
actually,
so diverse personality, right? Yeah,
yeah,
like some like to analyze, So while you're
yeah,
talking, they're maybe analyzing, they're thinking, a few steps ahead of you and things like that.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
And some are so attuned to their feelings, right? While you're talking, they're feeling you, they're feeling whatever situation that you're talking about. Yeah. And some are the gut feel, they're just like, just do it,
yeah. Game over, Liao.
Yeah, yeah, like my husband. Just do it. Just
Just
do
do
it.
it. Just do
Just
it.
do
What's
it.
the
Yeah.
issue? So I'm a very I swing to that when it comes to my children. What's the issue? Just do it lah. What's so difficult? But sometimes, as you say, there is a process, right? We have to think before to react. We have to evaluate and examine. And next one will go the
Before you go to the next point, I mean that process, I know we use the acrostic text, but we are talking about these principles and these guidelines is to help our relationship building, right? In
course.
communicate with love. So the one reminder is that don't judge the book by its cover, right? Just yeah, because every individual is so unique. Yeah, we want to know what we want to take time to examine
Yeah.
and evaluate, right? Think before you act. And of course, the next one is X, right?
Stands for
And
X-ray. No, it doesn't stand for X-ray. It's for the extra mile. Okay. And,
yes,
and I read your brief about the extra mile. It's about how sometimes it's so true, right? When I read it, I was like, oh, guilty. We tend to go the extra mile for others. We do, right? When our friends, or especially when we have to do a good cause, right? Help the elderly, help the orphans. Wow, we really go the extra mile. Can wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning, one. But what you wrote in
or
your brief
even
was,
or even customers, right? For those of us, in sales and service line, we always hear this. Customer comes first. I'll go the extra mile for the customer and things like that. We do that for customers and clients.
yes,
But
yes, yes.
what about the people that we love and care?
Yeah.
Yeah,
We become so casual, right? After some time, right? Even with our spouse or with our children, we become so casual. We don't put in we're not careful. We don't think before we act. We don't evaluate and examine. We just chiong. We just woof, go in and get it done.
or we have the expectation like, yeah, you should know. You
Yeah,
will understand. Yeah,
yeah.
forgetting
And
that they are also human beings with needs and expectations. Yeah,
exactly, exactly. So, and sometimes we forget also because we are so familiar with them, we tend to take their emotions for granted. We let the guard down a bit, yeah,
yeah,
and then we just go in. So, it is also, more so when we have, youth or older children, they're actually at that transition where they're actually almost adults, and
mm.
I'm guilty. I still treat them like
Yeah,
five
I'm
years
guilty
old.
as well. Yeah, I'm guilty. I'm
Yeah.
learning so much from my two young adult children right
Yes.
now because it's another season, right?
Yes.
Our
Yes.
kids are very close in the age. Yeah, so my son is 21, and then he's in the army, and then my girl just graduated from IB, waiting for uni, right? And for this period, so much going on, Although like she's not studying, not doing anything, right? But so much is going on.
I know.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
went through that last year when my eldest was waiting to start uni in October. Wow, 10 months of
The
you know.
transitional period, right?
Yes, exactly. But just want to encourage you, Lillian. Once they step foot into when uni starts, trust me, it's just it's very nice. Okay, so I think as moms, we do go the extra mile for our kids. But sometimes, is it the right extra mile? Is it the right love language we are going the extra for them? I just want to stretch this a bit more. We can be going the extra mile. I think as mothers, you and I can vouch.
Drive
Yeah,
them crazy extra.
yeah, we go the extra mile to drive us crazy. I think it's also a good time to evaluate when you want to go the extra mile for them. Make sure you go to the extra mile according to your love language. Then,
Yes,
for some reason, there is more success. I feel
yeah.
there's more success.
Not to find you are nagging or like you're irritating. Yeah, it's like
Yeah,
don't bother me, right? But just leave me alone. Yeah, if the extra mile is not in their love language, yeah, I like what you
exactly,
said. Yeah,
exactly. After the extra mile, then it call for time. Time is love.
yeah. So if you think about it, right, where your treasure is, there
Yes,
your heart will be
yes,
also. So what is treasure? Treasure is what is valuable to you, isn't it? And
yep.
our heart is symbolic of love or affection, isn't it?
Mm,
So
mm,
what you
mm.
consider valuable or your treasure is what will get your attention and your love.
Yep,
And time, specifically, talking about time is valuable, so valuable to all of us, isn't it? We all
yep,
have only 24 hours a day. Nobody has more, nobody has less. All of
yep.
us has 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. Yeah. So, but oftentimes we hear people, this is very common, is that I'm busy, I'm very busy, I got no time for this, I don't know time for that. Yeah, they're very busy. And this is something that just self-awareness check-in here, yeah.
Mm, mm,
Now,
mm.
we all prioritize actually, even
Okay,
when even when it is unconsciously.
okay,
Yeah. And because you will give time, you will give your time only to what or who is valuable to you.
okay.
So this is a self-awareness checking for me also. Where am I spending my time? Who am I spending my time with? That tells me, that is a feedback. That right there, that itself is a feedback for me to tell myself, hello, what is valuable to me? Or who are valuable to me? Because I'm spending so much time on this or with these people. So they are valuable to me. Yeah.
Yeah,
And is that what is really valuable to you? Yeah, that is a reflection time. Yeah.
yeah.
Mm.
I mean, even going back to the T, which is tax. Going back to think, the word tax is like I don't know. I don't know. It's a generational thing, but we spend so much time. I'm not me, but a lot on social media. So that also is an evaluation. What is your priority? What is important to you? You know.
Mm. It
So
can be translated into many forms. Like, just
mm,
people go to social media for different reasons. They
yeah,
have different needs to be met. Some just, they're just lonely. They are seeking for attention. That's why they may be commenting things that are trying to get attention. Yeah,
yeah,
or posting things that, trying to get attention. So, and different people go to, I mean, everyone goes to use social media for different needs and different reasons, right? I mean, for
yep,
business people it's very obvious, you are doing your marketing through social media, and whether you are targeted, your messaging is very targeted or not, and that and all that's business, right? But if we are talking about just personal lives, what are you posting on social media?
mm.
Some
Or
people are
what?
just not even posting anything.
Yeah.
They are
What
just
are you watching?
watching. watching people's life,
Yeah. What are you absorbing?
Mm,
You know, even through your phone. It's true. I mean, time is love. It's true. If the same, I mean, there are times where we, I like what you say. Sometimes, just escaping. Someone is lonely or just escaping from reality. But what I'm trying. I mean, what I like about this is that it's a time to evaluate your priorities. Sometimes we just don't want to go there. We are in a bad relationship, or we are overwhelmed with or maybe an environment is not conducive, right? And we escape. But how long are you going to escape?
yeah.
How,
And I mean, there's others who are using social media for knowledge.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
So they read up a lot of current affairs. They're so
Of
updated
course.
with what's happening in the politics, in the environment, in space. Yeah, right. Invention, depending on what are their interests, right? Yeah. So,
Yeah,
but is social media, are you spending so much time on social media that you get disconnected with the real people in your life?
yeah.
Yeah, are you living in a virtual world, spending so much time in a virtual world, or are you physically present with, connecting with the people around you and
Yeah.
building a strong and deep relationship? Yeah.
Yeah. Choices, right? It's all
Mm.
about choices. It's all about,
And
as I said,
time is also quality time is also a love language.
it is. It
Yeah.
is for some, for some quality time. Yeah, I know it's definitely your love language, call it yours and your husband's love language. But it's true. I mean, time to prioritize actually your time. We're not asking everyone to be workaholics, but you're given 24 hours. Make sure you invest it properly.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
if you look at it 24 hours, right? 8 hours, if you follow, the healthy number of hours for sleep, 8 hours for sleep, right?
Yeah.
I hope everyone works towards that. And another 8 hours, some people do more, for in terms of work. 8 hours we goes to work, 9 to 5, 10 to 6. Yeah. And we know most people work more than 8 hours.
Of
So we were
course.
just taking a guideline here. So eight, and you're left with another 8 hours. What do you do with the rest of that 8 hours? Hmm. Question? Food
Question.
for thought. Yeah. So what
Evaluate.
happens to that other 8 hours? Or some maybe like, oh, I work 16 hours a day. So you basically used up your 24 hours already. 16 hours for 16 hours for work and only 8 hours for sleep. Or 20 hours for work. I don't know how much time for sleep.
Yeah. Please know that little pockets of time is still time.
Mm,
Showering, on a throne, driving, when you commute, yeah, it's still time.
yeah.
So use it wisely. It can be a time to evaluate, it can be a time to just rest, or it can be a time to send a text
Mm.
to someone to encourage someone.
Yeah, and bring it back to relationship building, because we're focusing about communicating with love and building
Yeah.
relationships, right? Uh, um, relationship can refer to relationship with yourself as well.
Yes, of course.
Because if you do not have a healthy relationship with yourself,
Mm.
what I mean, to put it very bluntly, what makes you think that you will have built great relationship with others when you can't even have
Agree.
a healthy relationship with yourself?
Yeah.
I always tell my children, if you want to have a boyfriend or girlfriend, make sure you build yourself first. Make sure that you have as little baggage as possible.
Yes. Yes.
Otherwise, two-person with a lot of baggage coming together is more baggage. You multiply the baggage.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
It's true. You want to bring your best into
Mm.
the relationship. You want to, because in a relationship has enough problems by itself. So you want to bring the best. Yeah.
Yes.
So I think it's not selfish when you want to use the additional 8 hours to take care of yourself, body,
Yeah.
mind, and soul. Remember,
Yeah.
Lena always say that. Yeah. So it means that feed your mind with healthy stuff. Even though reading from the phone, exercise. Give your body a break. Give your body, go for a walk.
Yes. There's some
Away
me
from
time.
your,
Make sure you have me time, right?
yeah.
The me time. Yeah.
So on that me time, Xin Kuala. So okay, on the 23rd of February, we have our monthly empowerment meeting, Women of Courage Asia. Two amazing speakers, Cindy, who is an Enneagram coach, and also we have our very own in-house Jasmine. And
Yes.
Jasmine will be sharing her story of courage for the very first time. I'm excited to hear this woman. I've never heard her speak. So she's always very bubbly, right? She's always very bubbly, as if like life has no problems. So let's hear what's the story of courage. And if you need text in your life, okay, TEXT, you need to, if you're one person, don't know how to think before you act, why you chong first, then you regret, you don't have to evaluate, don't know how, you go to the extra mile for all the wrong things and you spend your time on all the wrong things, book a clarity call with Lillian, okay, and get clarity and get focus, get your compass back on track, okay. So book a clarity call with her. The link is there. And Lillian, what is this one?
Oh, Transform with Courage Bootcamp. Right. We all have our pains, we have our past, we are maybe probably you are stuck in certain patterns, right? Your patterns of self-sabotaging, you're stuck in certain patterns, sabotaging in your finances, in your relationship, in your physical well-being. Yeah, be whatever pain that you are in or whatever pattern that you are in, always we are organizing this boot camp to help women to discover their purpose and their passion,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
Not just discovering their purpose and passion, but we provide um, the opportunity and create the environment for you to visualize, what are the possibilities, of your future, right? The possibilities out there, the possible outcomes that you can achieve, the possible results that you'll be getting, right? And then of course we, most importantly, as well as to show you, practical strategies. We will equip you. In fact, we have put together different trainers from different expertise, to provide you with practical strategies so that you
Yep.
can apply it on a daily basis, and practice makes perfect. So be careful of what you're practicing, right? We
Yep.
want to provide these practical strategies for you. And this is all happening in Transform with Courage Bootcamp, right? The whole goal, the main goal of this bootcamp is to help women to go from being stuck in fear, self-doubt, and limiting beliefs to living a life of courage and significance, right? Design your own life, design your future. So this is a 3-day boot camp, full immersion, but that's not all, because 3 day is, you will experience that shift in your mindset, and healing for your emotions and all that. But more importantly, is the post boot camp, 3 months of journey
Yep.
together with us, with the support of the community, with 3 months of small group coaching, yeah,
Yep.
to ensure we don't want just to, get you being aware, but we want you to dig deeper into your life, into your attitudes, and take action to ensure that you get the results, to
Yep.
achieve your goals, right? All talk, but no action, no support. Yeah, the change is not going to happen. So we want to ensure that you achieve your goal. That's why we put in so much effort in this boot camp. Yeah, I
Yep.
can go on and on talking about this boot camp because it is our passion project, and this is how we want to empower women.
Yep.
And we really encourage you to sign up uh, with the boot camp. So where's the link? Yeah, the link for the boot camp is also in the caption, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So on that note, join us every Tuesday and Thursday, 12:30. It may be Chinese New Year Eve, so please drive safe. Enjoy that time with your family and loved one.
It's
And
quality time, huh? Quality
yes, quality
time.
time. I know that many restrictions, but I think as Singaporeans, we are getting very creative as to how we are going to, meet our family. And I've heard people organizing Excel charts and all that. So it's quite good.
Very organized. Yeah.
And on
That's
that note, see you Tyler.
yes.
So
Yeah.
bye everybody.
Yeah.
Enjoy